give you another option for a short yoga practice. I'm hoping these are helping some of you. I know some are using them, which makes me happy. Because I feel like taking any bit of time for yourself during the day and kind of forgetting about the world and focusing on your breath and your movement really helps you, along with just the natural gift of stretching. It is a gift. So we're going to take those feet together, our knees apart, and push our hips back to our heels. Spread your fingers wide, stretch out, relax your forehead down to the mat. You're going to relax your jaw and your tongue and your eyes so there's no tension in your face. And we'll breathe through our nose. And then next time you feel yourself inhaling, we're going to take those hips up with our inhale. Let the hips come forwards. And then as you exhale, we'll push the hips back to the heels. We'll just do this a few times, nice and gentle. Inhaling up, come forwards. Exhaling back. Get those hips as far back as they'll go. And then again, inhale up. Hips forwards and back. One more time. Awesome. Now let's lift the hips up, but let's not go forwards. We'll take our knees right underneath the hips, hands right underneath the shoulders, and we're going to gaze straight down to the mat. So what we want to do is press into the mat so you activate your arms and your upper back. Keep that face nice and calm, and we're going to go into some cat and cow. So we're going to inhale, gaze up, let the belly fall, and exhale, lift that back up and tuck your chin in tight. We'll keep going, inhaling up. Trying to breathe through the nose and then also exhale through the nose. Chin tucks in tight. Let's do 2 more cat and cows. Very good. All right, let's take our back so that it's flat. Excuse me, we're going to curl the toes under, push our hips into a downward dog. In downward dog, you don't want too much weight in your hands. That tends to be what happens if someone's new to yoga. You want to push those hips back. You can use your thigh strength and your upper body strength. Push your hips back. And we'll relax here. Good, now we'll start walking the legs out. So we'll bend one knee at a time, just alternating. Awesome. All right, let's take both knees down. So we're back on our hands and knees. Then we'll do a quick wrist stretch. So take your hand, rotate your thumb outwards and your other thumb outwards. We're going to lean forwards. Relax that neck, breathe in, and then exhale, pull back. So I'm looking at the screen just so you can hear me better, but we want to have our neck in line with the spine and even maybe just relaxing it down. Perfect. All right, hands back around. We're going to warm up our core just a tad, so let's extend our right arm in front of us. And then we're going to take the left leg and extend it back. Once again, our gaze is straight towards the mat. And we have no tension in our face. Just focus on your breathing and try to distract yourself from anything else. Just the breath is all that matters. Let's come down. We'll take a full inhale. Slow exhale, and then we'll extend the left arm and the right leg. Once again, we look straight down at the mat and tune into our inhales and enjoy the soft exhales. Awesome. All right, we're going to come down, toes back under, so let's get back into a downward dog. Push those hips back. Be active with your hands, active with your thighs, pushing back. Good, and now we'll take the right leg, reach it up, strong. It doesn't matter how high your leg goes, but do try to have it tight and straight. Nice and strong. And then we'll switch to the left leg. So let's extend that up. So a lot of times people push up on their toes for this. I think they're trying to get their leg up higher, but it doesn't matter. Let's relax that heel down. That way you get a stretch in the back of your heel, like the Achilles area. All right, let's step between our hands. We're gonna slowly roll up. So first try to straighten your legs, pull your kneecaps up. Draw your belly button in towards your spine, and we're gonna come all the way up. Pull our shoulders back, lift our chin. Awesome. All right, now we're gonna inhale. I'll just turn so you can see. We're gonna inhale. Sweep those arms overhead, all the way up high. And then we'll take our hands together, exhale. So the hands come down, and then we'll release. Inhale back up, sweep those arms. Palms together, and we'll have nice control bringing those hands down. And one more time, sweep those arms up. Palms together. We'll bring our hands down. Beautiful. So I'm back at the top of the mat. We're going to take another big inhale in, but this time we're going to bend the knees, take our hands to the mat, and walk our feet back into a high plank. When you're in a high plank, same as before when we were on our hands and knees, the hands are right underneath your shoulders. We tighten up the thighs and we tighten up the core. We're going to breathe in and exhale down. If you need to, you can take your knees down first, then your chest and chin, or you can go down all at once with a straight, strong body. Let's point the toes and inhale to cobra. Shoulders back, and then the toes curl under. We push back to downward dog. Okay, now we're going to do some of the warrior poses. So let's take our right leg back to the ceiling. This time we're going to try to step our foot between the hands, and we're going to face forwards here in a warrior one. So the warrior one has the back foot 45 degrees, the right knee over the ankle, and we don't want our hips facing out to the side. We're going to have them face straight ahead. So let's reach those hands up. Face totally relaxed and happy. And then let's take the hands behind us, interlace, pull down, and let's gaze up to the ceiling. Good, let's breathe up with the arms. We're going to turn our left hip open so we're into a warrior two. Arms come out wide, and we'll gaze out over the right arm. Check your right knee. A lot of times people's knee doesn't quite open, and then we're missing out on a hip stretch. So open that knee up, arms out. Slow breath through your nose. And then we're going to exhale. Forearm comes to the thigh, and we'll reach overhead. A lot of times people just put all their weight forward, and then this left leg isn't really doing anything. So what we want to do is push that left foot into the mat so your left thigh engages. We reach intentionally with this left arm, try and be nice and long. And then we'll inhale up, keep that knee where it is. Exhale back to a reverse warrior. This time it's good to take your gaze up. Right arm relaxes overhead. Good, and then we'll come on up. We're going to straighten the right leg. Push our hips to the left. This is a triangle. And we're going to come down. Let's take the left arm, reach it behind the back, and pull the shoulder open. You can have your gaze right out in front of you to keep your neck in line with the spine, or if you want, you can try and stretch your neck a little by turning your head to the left. Good, let's come on up. We're going to bend that right knee, take the hands down to the mat, and go to high plank. Alright, so last time I showed you taking the knees down first, but if you don't want to do that, you can come down all at once. You can put your legs down on the mat, or keep them up, and then we'll push on through to a cobra. Or if your legs are off the mat, that's called an up dog. And then let's take our hips back. All right, stretch your fingers out wide, grip that mat, hips back. Tune into your breath. And then we're gonna inhale, left leg all the way up to the ceiling. And we'll do those same postures on the other side. So let's step between the hands. Warrior one. Make sure our hips are facing forwards. Knee over the ankle, we stretch on up. Get settled before we take our hands back. So once you're feeling nice and solid, we're going to take arms behind us, interlace the fingers, pull down, and we'll gaze up to the ceiling. Again, we're just relaxing the breath. But if you want the most results or the best effects, I would say you really want to be active with those arms. So you're pulling down actively. Good, and then we're going to inhale, arms overhead. Turn our right hip open, arms out to the side for a warrior two with the left knee bent. Look out over that left arm. Activate your upper body. Pretend you're pulling on a strap, and that upper body will be more engaged. Right leg pressing into the mat, and then we'll rest the forearm down and reach overhead. Same thing, keep pushing that right foot into the mat. And then let's inhale up and go back to reverse warrior. You can feel yourself getting deeper with each exhale if you really tune in. Let's inhale up, we'll straighten the left leg. Shift our hips to the right, and let's come down to triangle. We'll take the right arm, reach behind the back, pull the shoulder back. Awesome, right arm comes up, we'll come up. We're going to bend the left knee, take our hands to the mat, and go into a downward dog. Very good. All right. So instead of going between our hands, we're going to actually walk our hands back towards our feet. We're going to grab our elbows and relax in a forward fold. This is a good time to practice tuning into your breath and feeling yourself get a little deeper with each exhale. You want your weight a little bit more in your toes to get the maximum stretch in your hamstrings. Good, we'll release the arms and slowly roll up. Good. So now we're going to do the third warrior, warrior three, which is a standing balance. Let's take our right foot forwards. Pull your belly in tight. Lift that leg. You can have hands at your heart, hands out in front of you, or you can have them behind you as well. And we're going to come into a balance. So we're trying not to be tilted. We want our hips facing the mat. If you're falling out, you're probably not completely engaged. So you want to tighten the glutes and the lower back. Even if it means you only come to this much of a fold, it's a stronger posture than trying to go here and just be hanging, okay? So try to be nice and strong in one straight line, even if you're just tilted a bit. And now we'll switch to the other side. So let's come back to the back of the mat. We'll step forward with our left foot this time. Be nice and tall, strong and proud. Lift, be solid as one body, not an upper and a lower. We want to be all one, connected, strong. Focus on that breathing. Good, and we'll come on up. Take our feet back to the back of the mat and the arms down by our side. Good, this is mountain pose. The palms are open to the front. We're just breathing gently. Good, let's inhale, arms overhead. We're going to sit in chairs so our hips go back and our toes pull up. Really engage those arms. It's all about intention. Be intentional with your arm stretch. It's easy to just have your arms floating out here, but tightening every little thing helps you get stronger. And then we'll inhale up, fold forwards, and walk ourselves out into a high plank. Good. So what we're going to do here is a side plank. So the right hand will be in the center of the mat. The heels will turn out to the right and will open up. If you want to, you can take your right knee down. But no matter what you're doing, you want to be lifting up this left side. If you're feeling strong and balanced, you can always try and lift your leg a little or a lot. You can take your foot into a tree. There's a lot of options. Good, and then we're going to come out of this side and go directly to the other side. So let's take the weight on our left hand, heels to the left, and we'll open up. Remember to do what feels best to you. But lift this right side up to the ceiling. Good, right hand comes down. And we are going to walk or hop between our hands. So let's get our feet to the top of the mat. And we're going to take our hands to our knees. Pull our shoulder blades together and make our back parallel to the floor, nice and flat back. And then we'll exhale, fold. And inhale all the way back up. Good. Let's take our arms overhead. Take a big step back with your left foot. So this looks a lot like warrior one, but if you notice we're on our back toes, this is crescent lunge, facing forwards. And we're gonna do a little twisting. So let's take our hand first down just to the mat, our left hand down. Turn your torso out to the right. Keep your breathing steady through your nose. Good, then we're gonna switch feet. So you can take your right hand down and switch. You can do a hop or do it however you want. If you hop, it looks like this. Otherwise, you can just switch however you'd like. Let's come on up. So we're on our back toes, crescent lunge. Really focus on your right leg. Push that right heel back. Feel your toes into the mat. And we'll take right hand to the mat, open our torso to the left. Sometimes I think it's beneficial to practice often with your eyes closed, and it makes you kind of tune into what you're feeling in each posture. Good, now we're going to take both knees to the mat. So left hand comes down, both knees are on the mat. We'll stand up on the knees, and we're going to do another twist, very similar to what we just did, but we're going to twist further. So let's take our right foot to the mat, so the right knee's bent. We'll take arms up. And then this time, you pull your belly in tight. Take the left elbow to the outside of your knee and press your palms together. And then we'll untwist. We'll switch our legs. So the right knee's back, the left foot's forwards. We'll come on up. Nice breath in, and then as you exhale, we'll twist. Right elbow comes across, palms pressed together. Good, now let's untwist. We're going to come to a downward dog. And we're going to do the same thing we did earlier. Gently walk your hands back. And we'll roll on up. Let your neck come up last. Good. All right, so now we're going to turn. Well, I'm going to turn. You can do, it's best to turn because we're going to take this into something. else, but we're going to start with the tree, and then we'll go into a half moon. So I'm at the back of my mat. I've got my left leg straight, taking the right foot up into a tree. Find your balance. Extend everything up, even your chin. Activate your arms. Awesome. Now we're going to do a half moon. So the right foot steps to the right. The foot's facing forwards. We'll take our weight up over this right leg. Start lifting with your side muscles, and we're going to try to come into a balance. Feel free to grab something like a chair, or if you're having trouble finding your balance, it's fine to have something to grab down here or out in front of you, even the wall. I could grab the wall and open like so. A lot of people think using props is a sign of yoga weakness or something, but I honestly think it helps you tune into different parts of the postures. You think about things other than just your balance, for example. So let's come to the top of the mat. We'll take our left foot up into a tree. Grow up strong. Find that balance. Just kind of feel proud of yourself for taking this time for you. Breathe gently. Be in the moment. Good, and then we'll step that left foot to the left. Open the hips and try to come down into a half moon. You also could take your hand all the way down to the mat if you like. If you don't have anything to grab and you want a little deeper stretch, this also is good. But note that my leg's not here at my upper body. Down and try to extend that leg in line with your body. Good, let's come on up. Awesome. Everything is going real well for us. We're taking time for ourselves. We're coming down all the way onto our stomachs now. And we're going to extend our arms out in front of us with our chin to the mat. Okay, we are going to try and lift our upper body and our lower body up. So in order to do that, you want to be very active with your legs. So start tightening your legs, your thighs, your glutes, chin to the mat. And then as you inhale, let's lift upper and lower body. You might not get high off the ground, you might get really high, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to strengthen. So let's look up. If you're not looking up, you're missing out on a little extra lift. Good, and then we're going to come down. We're going to take our left ear to the mat, arms by our sides, palms to the ceiling. And now we'll switch our neck. Take the right ear to the mat. Just enjoy a few breaths here. Good. We're going to take our chin back to the mat. We're going to try to grab our feet. Now, not everyone can grab their feet, which is totally understandable. So if you can grab your feet, let's go ahead and grab. And we are going to pull our heels towards our glutes first. And then you're going to inhale up and kick. If you're not able to grab your feet, let's come into a child's pose instead. So we'll come into child's pose, and we're going to walk our torsos over to the right if you're unable to do that kick. Just get a long stretch on one side. And then you'll go to the opposite side and stretch. But if you're doing the kicking, you're probably tired already, but if you are, think about getting your heels away from your glutes. So keep kicking into those hands as much as you can and looking up with your gaze. Good. Now we're going to release. We're going to turn over onto our backs with our knees bent. Palms to the ceiling. Good, now let's extend both legs up. Flex your feet. If you want, you can take your hands under your hips now. Awesome. We're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's lower those legs to above the mat. And then we'll inhale the legs back up. We're just going to do this a few times, nice and calm, listening to your breath as to when to switch directions. So the inhale is up, the exhale is down. I think it's very calming when you tune in like that. Inhale up, and you exhale, they go down. Good. And then we'll bend the knees, take the feet to the mat. We're going to cross our right leg over our left leg. Interlace your fingers, pull your knees into the chest. Tuck your chin down. Good, let's release. We'll cross the left leg over the right. Interlace the fingers, grab those knees, pull tight. Again, the chin tucks. Really be active pulling. That's where you get the deep stretch. Good. Then we're going to release both knees into the chest. We're going to rock ourselves up. We'll take ourselves into a seated position with the right leg out to the side, the left foot in. We'll face over this leg and we'll reach, stretch. Try to make your upper body long. So rather than curling and just folding over, try to be actively tall with your back, but still lean forward with that straight back. You'll make more progress when you're stretching that way. Because if you just fold over without that intention, you're missing out on some opportunities for strengthening and elongating. So let's switch, turn the right foot in, and let's have that nice long back and reach forwards. Good, let's inhale up. We're gonna cross our legs, sit up nice and tall. And we're gonna let our neck fall to the right. We're gonna roll it down slowly and over to the left and back. Let your jaw open and then back to the right shoulder. Let's go the opposite way. So let's go back, let the jaw open, over to the left, chin down towards your chest. And then we'll bring the neck straight up. We're going to lean forwards and do the same thing. Let's circle, but this time with your whole torso. We'll circle twice to the right. And then we'll circle twice to the left. So let's breathe in. Exhale as you lean back. Good. And then we'll breathe in as we hit the center. And exhale. And then we'll sit up nice and tall. Okay, well, hopefully this is a good option for you. I try to include a lot of instruction, but also some strengthening, doing a little bit of everything. So I hope you are doing well. I hope you keep practicing yoga and do other helpful things for yourself. Have a good day.